Oh, are we good? Maybe we're good.
I think so.
Hopefully.
Oh,
I'm nervous, man.
shit.
I'm nervous. New modem, so we'll see if that fixes it. I'm already tweaking.
We
a
were
little.
only offline for just a brief moment,
But-
I was waiting for my phone to tell me that we were back online.
Hey, yeah, like a double notification, double
Yeah.
rainbow. Oh boy.
What's up, everyone? Welcome. I see that an ad is playing right now. I
Yep.
guess that's so. How does Twitch ads work? As you can see, that I'm a noob when it comes to Twitch ads because I've been
Ghost
raised.
Justin. When you first view a channel, like if a channel is already live and you go to view it, then it will show an ad, and then okay, there it goes, and then if you're looking at a channel that's offline and it turns online, then it'll show an ad. So
okay.
if just now if it flickers, if the flicker is significant enough, like in our case there was at least a 10-second delay.
Yes.
Because OBS has like that countdown.
Yeah.
So I think that would explain it. I talk with my hands a lot. What the fuck?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Alex. That's what you need to
Gesticulations.
do.
It's like I'm landing an airplane.
Yes.
But yeah, I know that Twitch partners also have the ability to like hit an ad button, like show an ad button
Yes.
on command. Which, if they need to use the restroom or if they need, if they're playing a boring part, a cutscene that they can't skip, I don't know. I'm sure there are reasons for it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure there are raisins.
I wonder how much control they have over the ad. Is it just a blanket 30 seconds, or?
Good question. I don't know. If I had to guess, they probably just like hit a Staples That Was Easy button, big red button
Right.
that says show an ad, and then it just kind of. But like I don't know if they would have the capability to like curtail what ads they want to show. That'd be cool, but wouldn't expect it. Like when the Extra Life stuff, like a few weeks before Extra Life, Twitch was showing a butt ton of Extra Life ads,
Okay.
and I don't think that was because people were like, oh, also, could you do me a solid and flip that little switchy switch on the wall
Yes, of course.
to make something very important happen? There it is.
There it is. That's when the magic happened.
Now we can begin.
I'm hard.
Now the stream.
I am so hard.
Now, bam! Look at that.
Beautiful.
Nice and pretty. Nice and pretty. So what you been up to, man? How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was awesome. Lots of food.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of comas. More than one coma, so
Good.
it was great. Haven't had a chance to play many games, so it's been a rough time.
Struggle, man.
Right. No,
Struggle.
I did get some WoW in, but that's about it. I played a new Flash game
Oh,
called Swords and Souls.
I don't think I've heard of it.
It is incredibly fun.
Mm-hmm.
I beat it already, so like I was on the the thing would be like, okay, so I've started it.
Yeah.
And now I need to complete it. Like I couldn't leave it.
Committed.
Yeah, I had to be totally committed.
Oh.
It took me like 2 days, I guess.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Now it ended up being a longer game than I thought. I thought I was going to beat it in like 3 hours.
Oh,
No, it was like 8 hours.
damn, son, that's impressive.
It was impressive for a Flash
for a,
game.
yeah, for a Flash
Yeah.
game. Dang, dude.
So it reminded me of I can't even remember the name of it now. I'll have to come back to you later for it. But there's another amazing Flash game that takes a long time to
Okay.
to beat. So and it's like an RPG based one then.
Oh, I see. Okay, I gotcha.
How about yourself? How was Thanksgiving? You left.
I went out of town for a couple days. Visited some family in southern Illinois. My family, at least on my mother's side, is fairly split between like the St. Louis area and then like really southern Illinois, like Harrisburg, Vienna, Carbondale, that general area.
Yeah.
So for Thanksgiving we go down there, and then for Christmas they come up here. So I'm good as far as travel is concerned for the remainder of the year, which is good.
Good.
But but yeah, I get to see a lot of great family members. I joke about it, but it's true. There are some family that I'm lucky if I get to see them once a year, or at most once a year, and got to see several of those on Thanksgiving, because a lot of times they only have the ability to go to either Thanksgiving or Christmas, not both. So one of those things. I like my oldest brother Josh, who lives in Colorado. Perfect example. Him and his wife, and now 2 kids, which is very exciting. They actually had their second kid. Kiddo
Very
number
awesome.
2 is 3. I think just a little bit over 3 months old.
Wow.
So still
very
newborn.
recent.
Oh yeah.
So that's awesome.
It was great getting to see everybody there. But came back. I think I got back Friday night. It would have been Friday night, and then Saturday did stuff on the father's side, which was cool. Got to see a couple other siblings, and of course my dad and everything. So yeah, Very
Awesome.
well-rounded trip, or not trip,
Yes.
but Thanksgiving, and did get to play some games. I've a couple of my buddies recently picked up Chivalry, and and whenever the topic of Chivalry comes up and I'm hanging around these guys, I'm always like, guys, I fucking love that game. If you guys
Right.
want to play it, I will absolutely join you. And each time, and it was always like, maybe like they were just never really feeling it.
Okay.
But they picked it up on when it was on sale. They've fallen in love with it, and I'm like, fuck yeah! Now I have a chance to really play this game because I fucking love Chivalry, and just haven't really had a chance to play much of it. We've played it a little bit at some lands, but never like
I've never
extended
fully
amounts.
got into that.
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Right, and I've wanted to, but I've never went through the whole upgrade process.
Yeah.
Like, of upgrading your character
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So, but the game itself is fucking
Oh,
so enjoyable.
So good. I
Throwing a javelin from across the map.
good job.
Somebody
Oh, it's
is-
so satisfying.
It is so
Oh
satisfying.
god, so good. What's going on, Harlequin?
Hey, what's up?
Good to see you. Good to see you, bud.
I don't know what that is. I'm assuming
Something broken. Oh, it's probably a chat icon that for whatever reason the browser
broke. Yeah, the browser.
For whatever reason, Chrome's like, I don't know what this is. Maybe that's the icon. The icon is broken
Yeah,
image. And
that would be amazing.
the broken image is waving to us. But good to see you, bud. We're just talking about the stuff we've done over the past week or so. But yeah, Chivalry has been an absolute blasty blast. Chivalry looks great, Monty Python. Oh man, there were at least a number of times where I would get killed, and of course in Chivalry, when you die, a number of things happen. You probably lose a limb or a head.
Yes.
And also, it's accompanied by this blood-curdling scream that makes you genuinely feel bad for killing someone. Like, you'll chop a dude's arm off, and you'll hear like, and you're just like, I'm sorry. Like, what did I do? What did I do? I need an adult. It's like they just nailed the sound design so
Yeah.
well. Like, it's genuinely kind of offsetting. It's like, oh,
That's how it's supposed to be.
I need to like. Oh man, I need to go
Toughens you
home
up,
and,
Alex.
I need to go home and cry a bit. I
Readies
guess.
you for
Yeah.
real life medieval combat.
So, but yeah, there have been a couple times where like I would die and my dude's arm would get chopped off, and in the heat of battle, you know, people are swinging swords, not really looking, paying attention to what they're doing, and like in my death animation, I'm still standing, and then my second arm gets chopped off.
Yes.
And I would think like, oh, Black Knight, what the heck? But-
None shall
Oh,
pass.
I love it. Yeah, I love that game. I love that I'm getting a chance to actually play it for real.
Yes.
Unlocking new equipment.
Oh, that
man,
has to be so
because there's
satisfying.
so much, and
Yes.
just Sunday after we wrapped up, I had like a couple hours before bed, so I went in because you can go to the customization options and select. I mean, most of the weapons that you can pick from are there's different weapons per like class of weapons, like different morning stars, different maces, different flails, longswords, that kind of thing. And most of it's just cosmetic, and a lot of them have like they have a microtransaction type of thing where you have to pay a couple bucks to get the really fancy stuff. But there are a few where you get them for if you own Killing Floor 2 and Chivalry, you unlock some weapons. If you have Payday 2, you have some masks that you have available, or
Okay.
helms, I guess. But so I went and customized all my characters, which was really cool, and
Very awesome.
yeah. Look, there was one point in particular where I'm playing, and I had already died, and I'm watching my buddy Corey who's playing, and it's just a flesh wound. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And my buddy
It's just a
Corey
flesh wound.
he's playing an archer, and of course archers specialize in bow and arrow,
Yes.
that kind of stuff. And you can't rapid fire a bow and arrow. It is a deliberate like pull back.
Yep.
If you like just,
Crossbows are even worse.
yeah. Oh god. But if you just hammer the mouse button, it's not gonna do it. You're just gonna boop. It's very deliberate, so it takes a couple seconds to fire off a shot. And there's three
I
guys.
hope that in the medieval era,
Oh.
someone was like, I hope that he just strung with like one finger.
Pinky out. Yep.
I hope.
I wish, yeah. But yeah, so like three dudes are coming at him, and he's just an archer. He's by himself. He's gonna get his ass kicked, and he manages to take one last shot. As the dude is at point blank range, hits the guy in the fucking head. His head explodes,
Amazing.
and
That's what I expect.
I'm dead. I'm looking at his scream when it happens, and we're both like, dude! Like, it was just, it's so satisfying. It was just so outrageous. So,
Yep.
that game is fucking good. It's, I know it's not on sale anymore. I know the sale ended this morning, I think, the Thanksgiving sale. But I'm sure it'll be back up
It's
Christmas.
not yet. It ended at 10 a.m.
Yeah. So, I'm sure the sale will come back up around the holidays, the inevitable Steam holiday
Yes.
sale. And I can't recommend that game enough. It is
Amazing.
Love that
Love
shit.
it.
I should be. I would campaign for that to be something that makes an appearance in our next LAN.
Yes. All someone needs to do is just bring it up, and we'll fucking play it, because
Yeah, probably.
everyone owns that game.
Yep.
Like, everyone that we play games with owns it. I know everybody owns it. And, yeah, rest in peace.
Thanksgiving sale. 2015 to
Rest in
2015.
Yes. So, what do we got today?
What do we got? On to some topics, maybe?
Man, yeah.
Maybe. By the way, Harlequin, let us know if everything sounds okay. I actually have a new microphone that we're more or less testing out. I've tested it out on my own channel, but never in like a group chat
Right.
situation.
So, make sure we sound alright if we're too soft or too loud.
Or too loud, yeah.
If we're crackling for some reason.
Yeah, like we did previously.
Yeah.
Because that was annoying.
Let's see here, Sir Alex. Okay, well, we can just go over it right now that Just Cause 3 is out.
It is.
It
Just Cause
is.
3 is out.
So, but it has a few complications, apparently.
So I've heard.
So, Just Cause 3... Just Cause 3... I don't even know what I just said. I think I just said Just Sauce 3. There's 3 of them.
Just the sauce.
I feel like that should be a nursery rhyme. Just Sauce 3.
It's like a tongue twister.
That is. Well, anyways, so I watched a couple reviews today. Total Biscuit always has pretty good reviews as far as games go.
Mm-hmm.
And he did one today because he was actually paid by the developers to do it. And he's pretty open about it. He tells
Yes.
you right off the bat, but he's also very critical.
Yes.
And he doesn't give a shit if people pay him or not. And
Love
he'll
it.
always be critical of your game.
Please.
So he's played around 15 hours, he said, on PC.
Wow.
And he absolutely loves it. He says it's a great game for, blowing stuff up, tying stuff together. Streambot
Streambot makes your heart bleed. So, not to cut you off,
No.
Justin, but so I'm actually curious about something. What exactly is Streambot? Because KSD, you're the third person that has that in either my own stream or in the stream here, like you're the third person that's mentioned
Streambot?
Streambot, and I don't know what it is. Like, could somebody? And I haven't had the wherewithal to look it up myself in my free
Weird.
time. But yeah, could you? Hope you're well.
Everyone's a robot.
Yeah, could you tell me, or could you enlighten us all? Like, what is Streambot? Like, is it a streaming notification client like StreamPro or Twitch alerts, or is it something like MooBot that people use for exclamation point
Right.
uptime or like user commands or anything like that? I don't know, and a lot of people have mentioned it, but then when I ask about it, I never hear anything back. So,
Weird.
I'm curious if you have any info. I'd love to hear about it. So people have fake viewers. Oh, okay.
Oh. Well, you won't find that here.
Yeah, yeah. I think we're safe from fake viewers.
I think we're safe from that.
So Streambot isn't an application.
No.
It's just a fake. It's just a fake viewer.
It's a fake
account.
viewer count.
Okay. I mean, I don't believe we've had any issues with that.
No.
Unless I see that KSD is something going south. Unless KSD
Is
in fact not a real person.
not a real person and is indeed a stream bot.
And their comment was to say, "Hey, I'm a stream bot," and then immediately leave, which is
right.
curious.
I think maybe because the followers don't refresh instantly. Like,
Yeah.
not followers, I'm sorry, but viewers don't
Yeah.
refresh instantly.
Mhm.
So it could be. I don't fucking know.
Who fucking
Who
knows?
knows?
Not on my watch.
Yes,
Eric
that's
knows
right,
what's
Eric.
up. Good to see you, buddy.
So
Also, shout-outs to the Twitch thing right above the dashboard view that says our stream configuration quality isn't just good, it's excellent.
excellent.
Little green box.
Excellent.
But I'm the asshole that I am. I interrupted Justin
No,
telling
you're
this story.
fine. Hey, that's
Terrible
quite all right.
person.
We needed to figure out what the hell that was. But Just Cause 3, so far everyone says it's enjoyable. If you like repeatable things, which if you've played Just Cause 2 and you enjoyed that game, you will enjoy this game.
Yeah.
The fact that you can also tether up to 5 objects makes it one of the best experiences ever.
That sounds delicious.
The one issue with that is that you have to find locations that give you these tethering abilities, right? To tether more than one.
Okay.
Total Biscuit had played 15 hours and has yet to find one.
Ah,
So he can still only tether 2 objects together.
still pretty awesome.
Still awesome.
But yeah.
And apparently there's new grenades, and they're booster grenades, or they're sticky bombs, but
Oh.
they have boosters on them. So you put them on like trucks and stuff, and you turn them on, and then it boosts the.
That's awesome.
Yes. So
And
you
then
have-
explodes?
Yes.
I
So
want it. I want
But-
it forever.
with the issues with the game is that on the consoles they are having an issue with frame rate. Mostly on PS4, and Xbox already stated that they weren't going to be meeting a 60 FPS requirement. They were going for more 45, but they ended up being 30.
Mhm.
And then PS4 is running into issues with frame rate. Also, they're down in the 30s as well. So, but I also know that all the games have an issue with load times, and the reason for that is because when Just Cause is an online DRM game, so when you load up, it tries to contact the server. One thing though, you can play offline.
Mhm.
If you select offline mode on if you select offline mode
Yeah.
on Steam, you can play offline.
Okay.
But it still tries to contact the server no matter what. No way to turn it off. So
Of course.
when it tries to contact the server, yesterday it was so fucking full and so packed. I'm sorry, today it was so full and so
Oh.
packed that everyone was having load times of in excess of 15 minutes.
Oh, that's painful.
Yeah. The good thing about Just Cause is it loads the entire fucking map.
That is good.
So once you're in, but it's just the problem of getting in. And
that's-
people doing missions and stuff with cutscenes, they said it was absolutely horrible.
That's awful.
So, and then PC has no frame rate issues on PC yet. The only issue with PC is that NVIDIA did not release an SLI update for the game, so anyone playing SLI, the second video card just isn't doing anything.
Ah, that's always good to know.
So-
By the way, what's up, D-Man? Good to see you. And
Oh, yeah.
no, that's awesome you were streaming. I actually, yeah, I don't think I'm currently following you, but I'll change that once I get back to my regular account.
Yeah.
I'm still all about fucking. You goddamn right, no, it is. It's always all about the fucking. There's nothing else.
So, I'm gonna, if you guys follow me. D-Man,
Hint, hint.
shut your mouth. And yeah, I'm still all about fucking.
Yes.
That's right.
What do you think he
Totally
was doing
true.
when he got here?
Right.
Yeah.
Did anyone pre-order it? I did not pre-order.
I did not. My buddy Matt did, who I was following some of his Facebook posts about it in frustration. He did get it on PC. I'm fairly certain, and yeah, in fact, it had to have been PC because he doesn't own any of the newer consoles. And was pretty pissed off. Was considering like just returning it. Was
Really?
pretty disappointed by it.
I could see that.
He found that a lot of he and many other people were saying that the PC version is great when it works. Sometimes
Right.
it just doesn't work. He said there were a couple times where it crashed so hard that Task Manager couldn't come up. It was like pretty much a hard crash, a hard lock. Would bring his whole PC down. Other times the frame rate would stutter to a point where it's just like down to like 10 frames per second.
No.
Or just
Jesus.
freezing for several seconds. It just to the point where it just becomes unplayable.
Right.
It sounds like there might be an issue with AMD drivers, AMD video cards.
Yeah,
That
there's a huge issue with AMD right now.
Okay.
And it's not only Just Cause.
Oh.
So
didn't know
AMD
that.
released a new driver, and they're currently trying to
It takes.
hotfix it.
Okay.
So AMD cards right now are running like dog shit. Also, the new AMD cards that just released, they actually are overheating constantly because the lo and behold, the new driver limits their ability to cool themselves beyond 20% fan speed.
Nice.
Right.
It's a good
So,
sign. And
yeah.
yes, this is Doge. His name
Yes.
is Dexter.
Dexter the Doge.
Dogester.
And what's up, K-Bear?
Oh yeah, yeah. I just saw it. Nice.
Poor little
Aw.
Dexter's just so small.
He is a small little Doge.
He's so kind. He barks at me when I come in.
He tries, and then he gets scared. He
And then
starts
he runs
whining.
off.
And then he runs
Yeah.
off. Yeah, yeah. He is a scared little animal.
He's got a vicious growl.
Yeah, he's very convincing. Best guard dog I've ever owned.
The running joke between me and Alex is the fact that Alex is actually not the person who owns this. It's actually Dexter.
Yeah, this is his apartment.
This is Dexter's apartment.
I just rent from him. He owns the whole building, the whole apartment complex. He's my landlord.
Funny story. Did I tell you about this jail that I went to recently? I have to go to jails for my job.
I
But
was gonna say we need some. Actually,
Right.
we don't need.
You don't need
context.
context.
No, it's better that way.
they had a cat that roamed the jail. Like, it was their cat. It was impressive.
I want to ask questions, but
Apparently they've had him for like 10 years now. And he like gets buzzed in through the door and everything. Like, he just
Really?
meows and then they're like, okay.
here you go.
And he comes in. Yeah.
That's adorable.
Doesn't leave. They let him outside. They just let him run and then he comes back to the door. He's like, okay, let me in now.
It's so random. Where was this this magical prison?
This was in Maryland.
Maryland. Your favorite place?
It is my favorite place, yeah. It's a pile of shit. Actually, Maryland's not bad. What you have to worry about is Virginia and West Virginia. Luckily, I haven't had to go to West Virginia. I'd probably get raped.
West Virginia. I've been to
I'm
West
sorry if
Virginia.
anyone lives in West Virginia.
No, it's. I mean, I've been to West Virginia.
But I mean,
The
I
less
doubt
I say.
anyone is watching from West Virginia because they don't have internet.
Eric's the same way.
Eric, yes, me and you both.
Oh man.
Watch somebody like everybody else is from Maryland, and they're just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, every viewer on our channel is from Maryland. Yeah.
Yeah. Funny story, Maryland. I have no cell service. They fucking hate AT&T.
They. Oh well, that's also good to know. Even better reason to stay away. But no, that's impressive. That is impressive. But yeah, with the whole Just Cause thing, I know that. So it sounds like there might be an AMD card issue, and that might be playing into part of what Matt's issues are. But
Yes.
he was pretty bummed out about the whole thing. I don't know if he's. I think I saw on Google Plus that on Hangouts rather that he was going to try it later this evening to see if they had patched it. And it sounded like that they had not yet. So it sounds like he's going to give it a little bit, but I don't know. I mean. A new game comes out, it's a buggy pile of shit for a couple weeks or a couple months or like half a year in the case of Batman Arkham. So.
They are still in the shit
yeah,
house.
Yeah, so I've heard. Yeah.
Good news is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater just released a new update, 8.7 gigabytes.
Yeah.
Again, by the way, the first time they had a day one patch for like 10 gig,
And that was like the entire game, wasn't it?
that was the entire game.
Ah,
Yeah,
it's awesome.
they had the game only shipped with one level, and it was like the test level. Right. And yeah, KB, I remember you joined, and then we said that we were ending, and we apologize.
Yep. Yeah.
But
were
welcome back.
awful.
Thanks for coming back.
We were awful people, but yes, thank you for returning.
Yeah. So Tony Hawk's Pro Skater got an update today. 8 gigabytes. Still doesn't fix the game.
Yeah.
That game's a fucking lost cause.
That's kind of isn't it?
Yeah.
That sucks too.
Yes, it does. What year
What
is
year
it?
is it? Is it right? Ah.
Okay, yeah.
New Star Wars, new Tony Hawks. Did we just get airdropped back into like the late '90s, early aughts?
I think we did.
Man, what in the world?
Well, the game is a pile of shit, and they have like
Yeah.
a couple new mechanics and stuff that people just were like, what? They didn't let anyone review the game.
yeah, I heard about that too.
They let nobody review the game. There was
'Cause
no
they
early
knew.
copies. They fucking knew.
They knew it.
There wasn't any early copies, of course. It's day one DLC of the whole fucking game.
Yeah. So new games being a buggy pile of shit. I mean,
It's pretty common now for some reason.
I've heard. I mean, people always joke about Bethesda games, and I've heard Fallout 4 is a good game, but still falls into the buggy pile of shit category for now. I'm sure it'll get fixed, but I just heard it's really buggy, and just kind of deal with it, because that's what games do nowadays. When they come out, they're awful and not complete.
Yeah. Well, apparently Fallout was alright.
I've heard it's still a good game.
Yes.
I've heard it's still a really solid game.
I've heard it's very solid.
Um,
very good.
But
How do you feel about season passes?
season pass just in general?
Yeah.
Um,
Because I put this topic on there because I was thinking
Okay.
about it today.
I mean, I
Because
tend to view
when
it
you
pretty
talk
cynically.
when we were talking about Fallout,
Mhm.
Fallout only offers DLC as a season pass right now.
Ooh, I'm not
Okay.
a fan of that.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no individual payments of DLC right now.
Yeah.
You have to buy the season pass,
All
and it's
or
not the
nothing.
first game to do it.
Yeah, it's not.
So,
Makes me sad.
how do you feel? Would you rather
Makes
have
me
the
sad.
choice, or do you not mind a season pass deal? By the
I
way,
mean-
season pass is $50.
Ugh, that is painful. How much DLC are they planning on making?
They haven't said.
Well, of course they haven't. I mean, I tend to be pretty cynical when it comes to season passes in general. So I mean, of course, my view is gonna be negative. Gotta go suck. What? Yeah.
We're just
Yeah,
mean.
I'm just getting caught up on messages. But yeah, I mean, I tend to be about how much DLC they're releasing or what type of DLC. If it's just cosmetic items or if it's multiplayer map. Well, obviously in Fallout there wouldn't be multiplayer maps per se,
No.
but some games will
I
do
can
that.
only wish in the future.
Yeah, I mean, if there's like, if I buy a game and it has a multiplayer mode and I'm only interested in the single player mode, and I'm not interested in the multiplayer DLC because I don't want to mess with that. Like, if there was like a multiplayer only Dark Souls shit, like I don't fucking care
Right.
about multiplayer Dark Souls. I wouldn't bother with it. Obviously, that's not this case, but I'm just using that as an example. So I could see that not quite fitting for someone. So it's like, do I sink the $50 now with the anticipated promise that there'll be some DLC that applies
Yeah.
to me and it'll be what I want it to be? To me, it doesn't seem like it's worth the money, especially
No.
$50. that's a pretty penny. Granted, season passes, kind of by their nature, are kind of cheap or kind of
Yes.
pricey anyway.
I remember
20,
Bioshock
$30.
Season Pass was $30.
$30. That's
Yes.
more what I would expect.
And it definitely was not $30 of content.
Yeah, that sucks.
Because it didn't include Burial. I don't think it included the Burial at Sea stuff.
And that's even better when it's a season pass and it doesn't include all the DLC.
Right!
Isn't that awesome?
Right.
Oh, I love
I
when
don't
that
think
happens.
that the Season Pass covered the Burial at Sea stuff. I could be corrected, but I don't think it did.
Yeah. I do know that there are other cases where somebody would, like, this would be well after the fact. There would be a game, there would be a whole slew of DLC, and then there would be a season pass. And the Steam reviews on the season pass would say, don't buy the season pass, it doesn't include all the DLC, just do this instead.
Yeah.
And, like, walk you through if you want to get everything. So, I mean, I know that that's a practice that is not a new one, unfortunately, where it's not even a full season pass, which is just even
Right.
more bullshit. So,
I'm gonna gouge you.
There,
You give me money.
it seems like it is an honest to
Right.
God money grab in a pretty awful and nefarious way. Maybe it's not always the case. Maybe season passes have been done well and I just haven't heard about them. I probably only hear about the bad cases because that's
No, I don't think there's any season passes that have done well.
yeah. I mean,
Because
unless people
first
know.
off, I want to know what I'm fucking getting.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm not just gonna upfront give you $30, you know,
Or
and
50.
be like,
Ugh.
or 50.
Ugh.
They haven't even fucking released what they're gonna offer.
That's awful.
Hey, $50. It's the only way to get DLC.
Just trust us.
All right, what am I getting?
Just trust us on this one. Yeah.
I'm afraid I can't tell you that right now. I mean, you're just gonna have to buy it and find out.
I mean, maybe it'll be worth it. Only one way to find out. Only one $50 way to find out.
Chimpin will help you with that spider. And you remember when you just unlocked extra stuff and you didn't have to pay for it? Yeah, I fucking loved that.
Yeah, that's what my god, those were the days. Makes me sad. Yeah, it's a bummer. So I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fan of season passes. What about you? What do you think?
I'm not a fan at all.
No.
I hate season pass. I've never bought a season pass.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand the thought of a season pass. I remember Amanda wanted to get me the season pass for Bioshock, and I was like, I would rather spend $30 somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like I would rather get like a couple games or something for
Yeah.
$30.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee I'm going to get more play out of that than
Yep.
playing a very small DLC.
Big time.
You know? And yeah, come to find out, there wasn't that many DLCs that came out for Bioshock.
Yeah.
Which,
Hey,
what you gonna do?
what you gonna do?
So,
I mean, maybe like I'm sure there's a reason they keep. Season passes have been a thing for a number of years now. I'm sure there's a reason why they keep doing them. I'm guessing
Yeah.
people are buying them.
people are buying them. I know it for a fact. People
Yeah.
are buying them.
And I guess for like on the publisher's end or the developer's end, they're like, it's to gauge interest on DLC. Like based on how many season pass purchases are made, that'll determine how many DLCs or expansions we make. Maybe that's how they do it. Just pure speculation on my part.
I will take it back. I take back never buying a season pass.
Mm.
I was saying a season pass as in DLC. I see. K-Bear brings up Walking Dead, the Telltale series, season pass,
Oh.
which was episodic. So it was
Oh.
episodes
Oh,
1 through whatever. It gives you the
yeah.
whole season.
Yeah.
I see that differently. I see as that as buying the full game
That's a
up
fair
front, waiting for the other episodes to come out. I understand that.
Yeah. That's like an honestly got pre-order.
Right.
I mean, like closer.
It's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, when Amanda and I started playing Life is Strange, we were like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just buy the whole season pass instead of buying
Yes.
each individual episode.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be less expensive, and we already knew that we were going to play it
Yeah.
all. We understood what was coming.
Mm.
So,
That's a good point.
in that light, I don't see that as a season pass. I see that as you can call it a season pass. I just see it as buying the game.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So,
Do I buy a fifth of the game now, and play? Oh, buy a fifth of the game and play it now, or do I buy the entire game and play the rest once it's
Right.
ready? Yeah, that's a perfectly legitimate way to do it. Again, you mentioned Walking Dead. There's also, I think, Resident Evil Revelations 2. So there's a couple games that have done the episode thing, and I see that as much more viable. It would, of course, come down to a game-by-game basis, but yeah, I see that in a totally different light,
right.
just like you mentioned.
And if you liked, I think, who was it? K-Bear. Yeah, K-Bear. If you liked The Walking Dead and you have not played my favorite
No.
game of Life is Strange, I recommend definitely picking it up. It'll probably be on sale soon, I imagine,
Oh,
for
yeah.
Steam. So check it when the winter sale hits.
Check it.
And I'm sure you can get it for very cheap.
Probably. Also,
or if you don't
Eric-
own a PC, obviously you can, pick it up on PS4 or
Mm.
Xbox. Actually, I
Eric
think it's
is-
on PS4.
Eric is doling out that's good advice.
Oh, all the good. So
What a good buddy.
let's see what he said. What you do there is what do you do if there's a spider? You take a breath and grab a can of gasoline and pour it on everything and then light it on fire.
Yeah.
That is true. That is what you do.
My preferred method is to get a Kleenex, get a single tissue, find where the spider is, corner it so you know it can't get away. Get the Kleenex in your hand, like in a pinching, like a crushing position. Ready your hand and very carefully burn the house down.
Yes,
It's the only way.
absolutely.
It's the only way. So that's my favorite. My fave. I have not actually seen the new.
Oh, Captain,
Civil War
yeah,
trailer.
Civil War trailer looks good.
Have you seen it?
I'm excited. It's gonna be great.
Nice. There's a lot of hype.
I love the Civil War franchise in the
Yeah.
Marvel Universe, so I am fully on board for the Marvel Cinematic Universe version of the Civil War.
Which side do you think you're on personally?
Which side?
On the Civil
I'm
War?
always on Captain America's side.
Oh, an interesting. I know a lot of people are big Iron Man fans
Right.
in general. So me knowing nothing about I haven't seen the Avengers.
Tony Stark's a fucking asshole.
Yes,
Everyone
he
just needs
is.
to realize
Oh,
this,
he
okay?
absolutely
Tony Stark
is.
is a complete dick.
He
no
is
matter.
an absolute asshole, which is what makes his character so endearing.
Yes.
But yeah,
so,
make no mistake, he's a piece of shit.
he is in it for generally for business practices.
Yep.
You got to think of it as like a corporation.
Oh, there it is, Team Tony, right there. Called it. Called it. Oh,
Sick! You make me sick.
Ooh, our own Civil War is a brewing.
Yeah. Get ready. I'm banning you. Get the fuck out of here. I'm just kidding.
I'll hold him back. I'll hold him back.
Hold me back from that mouse.
Hold him back. Hold him back.
But yeah, full Captain
The
America.
Cap.
Yeah.
The Captain.
I enjoy his views a lot more than good old Tony Stark's.
Yeah.
Who, okay, I won't get into the Infinity Saga because I imagine they're going to
Spoilers.
bring it up whenever it comes up.
Spoilers.
So, I have a joke for you. Please tell me the joke.
I like jokes.
And Tony has the pain. Yeah. Oh well.
Oh well. Deal with it.
I would take Winter Soldier over Black Panther any day.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But
Yeah. So moral of the story: season passes suck. Save
season
the money.
passes suck. If you're buying the season of the game that's episodic,
That's
I
okay.
see that as buying the game.
I'll give that a pass.
Let's see. What else we got in here? So, Jesus.
What is Captain America's shield made out of? Freedom.
What?
He's asking what Captain America's shield is
Oh,
made
it's
out
made out of,
Americanium.
is it elementium? What the fuck am I saying? Hold on. Vibranium, sorry.
Ah.
I think elementium is from WoW. Don't quote me on that. Vibranium,
Okay.
I think it is the hardest material.
Freedomium would also be an acceptable answer.
Yes.
Or, yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, the most ridiculous, yeah.
What's Hawkeye shit? Quicksilver. Do not. That's pretty good.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So another just small thing.
Yep.
The 7th core CPU for the PS4 has been unlocked. Now, earlier this year, so in January, Xbox already unlocked their 7th core.
Oh.
And they were like, oh yeah, here you guys go. So after this, they got one more core and they're done. So, I mean, they're just kind of playing it by ear. But a bunch of people kind of had a question of why would you lock it in the first place? Like, why would you lock cores?
Did they level up? Like,
Yeah, 7th leveled up.
7th core slot unlocked.
Yes. They met their donation goals. No, what like they want to make sure the games can be running perfectly fine
Yeah.
with what they got, and they want to make sure that they can use their own software like the dashboard and all that simultaneously with the games. And then now that they kind of have that figured out, and that the development team has all these people working on the games have figured out how to expend all of their energy into what the PS4 already has. They unlock the new core, and then you can kind of go a little bit further. No one's really going to see a very big performance update,
Probably not.
but it's unlocked, so that's nice.
I mean, if a developer wants to take advantage of it for some crazy multi-threading, or
Right.
I don't like to imagine the situation where your game is firing on all the console is firing on all engines, and 6 cores just isn't enough, and you need that 7th. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
That requires all of them at the same time. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure at most it will, maybe lower some lag in some really extreme cases, or I don't know. But it's cool. Cool little detail.
Cape Bear says, I'm a girl, by the way. Well, thank you. I think you're our second girl viewer ever. So,
I think so. Yeah, I think you're
congratulations.
absolutely right. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, there might
There might be more, yeah, that don't actually talk or anything, but Thank you.
Yeah, and it's a fair thing to consider. I oftentimes and I
You
know,
should not have said
or-
that. Well,
on-
don't
on-
worry.
on
We
the
don't have
internet-
hundreds of people in here. No, you're not going to get
Yeah.
inbox raped.
Yeah, we probably there's not gonna be anything weird. No weirdness. But no, I mean that's a fair thing to consider. I sometimes catch myself where I'll be saying something to someone like, "Hey, good to see you. Like you're a cool guy" or something like that. And I'll like kind of think it's like, well, this is the internet. Obviously, you don't know if they're a guy or a girl. So try to be inclusive and trying to be
Try to be
gender
what?
neutral.
Try to be PC?
Yes,
You PC, bro?
PC police.
Wee, wee.
Just because it's always good to keep those things in mind.
Did someone over here say waiter instead of wait person? Woo, woo, woo.
Oh man! Oh no, he was just saying he was just joking Chip was just joking about when it comes to the internet's fascination with women on the internet, where oftentimes you'll see this a lot with female streamers, which is unfortunate.
Don't
'cause
get me started on. Don't get me started on female streamers.
I mean, hold him back again. But there are some female streamers that get harassed on a daily basis, just by people that are being assholes to them for the simple reason that they're women, which is awful.
It's
And-
also the internet.
And it's the internet. I mean, it's inevitable. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't condone it by any stretch, but it's
I
guess
mean,
the nature of the world we
I
live in.
think on our first 3 episodes, we were constantly asked. Me and Alex were constantly asked if we were gay lovers, if we were married.
Yes.
Um,
And the answer to all those questions is yes.
uh,
Every single
yes.
question that you ask, by the way, the answer
Will
is
be
yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So just
So-
get that out of the way. So just all questions, just easy peasy.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, there's always going to be Dexter. What the hell, man? There's always going to be people being assholes on the internet, but it seems to happen especially more often to women, which is how it goes in the real world too. Women are usually treated the worst, just in general as well, which is fucking terrible. But then I'm gonna get into my feminist rants, and I'm just gonna
Don't do it.
We're not gonna.
Don't
we're not
do
gonna,
it.
I'm not gonna tank this channel the way I've tanked so many other conversations with my feminism bullshit. So we're just gonna keep talking about video games.
So, a couple weeks ago, you put on a topic on here that we were kind of talking about earlier with Tony Hawk, is that these gigantic ass patches for games that keeps getting released, and Tony Hawk isn't the only game that does this.
Yeah.
There are so many games recently
Yeah.
that offer day one DLC, and it ends up being the whole fucking game.
Yeah.
First off, game developers have been notoriously bad at providing adequate network ability for their servers. So, not only Super.
Oh shit! What have I done? No, I'm just. I mean,
How did you highlight it red? Oh,
it's
they
because
mentioned.
of,
Okay,
It's because of better tweet. Yeah.
gotcha. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? How is this
Oh no,
possible?
K-Bear, I was just like that. That I think that phrase was just people getting inundated with inbox messages. People feel like people messaging somebody incessantly. That's like the phrase that was intended.
Kappa.
Yeah, Kappa.
Kappa,
Yeah.
super chat.
Thanks, Harlequin. Appreciate it, buddy.
We are neither.
Alex, run.
Wait, this is going to turn bad because we have to answer every question with yes.
I forgot about that.
Fuck.
Shit, I forgot
Here we
about
go.
that.
So,
Yes.
yep. Yes.
Yeah.
I
I mean, I can't speak for the channel as a whole.
Right.
I'm fairly outspoken about that kind of stuff, but I don't want to speak for the entirety of the Super Chat 64 franchise. But I will now.
Oh. So,
But yeah, these big ass patches.
the big ass patches.
Big ass patches.
Should they
Ass patches.
What? First off, the game developers are notorious. They don't have any infrastructure, and then when it comes down to actually downloading these patches on day one, it causes a whole bunch of issues with DRM and all this shit.
Yeah.
So I'm actually almost positive this is partial the reason, probably why Just Cause 2 or 3 is having such an issue. They probably had a day one patch,
They might have.
and then everyone is also trying to use the servers to connect.
Oh yeah.
I know that Grand Theft Auto had a day one patch.
Yeah.
I know that pretty much every other fucking game that's come out has a day one patch
Yep.
that's like 5 gigabytes.
It happens a lot more often than a lot of people are aware.
Right.
Than I'm
so-
aware, definitely. Gassy Mexican is
Who is
streaming.
Gassy Mexican? That is amazing.
I'm struggling
name,
to
by the
stay
way.
long. I'm not familiar at all with Gassy Mexican.
That's okay. If you want to go watch Gassy Mexican,
Or
please.
just do what I do and have boop, boop, multiple tabs
Multiple
up and
tabs.
mute one or the other and just
no,
bop
leave them
back and
both.
forth.
Leave them both going. Leave them, and then just and then become a savant and listen to both at the same time.
And whoever talks louder is the one you hear more often. The one the one that so we have to project to like talk over Gassy Mexican, whose screen name I adore. I've never heard of Gassy Mexican before. That's a wonderful screen name.
Did you hear about the King Kong vs. Godzilla movie for 2020? Yes. I don't
I
think
have
there's
not.
really any good information yet,
Okay.
but they are making a King Kong vs. Godzilla movie.
Wow,
Yes.
that sounds like it could be
Full-on
really cool.
remake. Yeah, I hope
Dang,
it's
son.
going to be awesome.
I mean, if they're projecting it for 2020, that's quite a timeline. So they must be pledging to spend a lot of time.
Yes,
and
I
money on
think
it.
so.
Whew.
Lots of CG.
Oh, yeah. They're going to use that time to genetically create a Godzilla and a King Kong, raise them to adulthood, have them murder each other for the sake of our enjoyment, because we're sick fucks, all of us. We're all sick fucks. He is good. We put on it, but we. I think this way. But we put on a better. Yeah, I see. I see what you're saying. That's cute, Eric. But I mean, let's be honest here. Team Godzilla.
Since we have a pretty lively chat, let's see if we can get them involved a bit. What's the worst game you've ever completed, Alex?
Oh shit! I did put.
You
that
did
one
put this on here.
And I thought to myself, I need to come up with something. So that way, when it's brought up in chat in the live stream, I'll think of something. So, to perfect my deflection skills, I'd like to talk a little bit more about the patches stuff.
Oh yeah, no,
and
go
then
ahead.
that'll give me time to
Yes.
delay and like come up with something, and then we'll come back to that. So
Okay,
so
sure.
but in the meantime, yeah, I like the idea. Let's have people talk about the games
Yeah.
that ideally you've completed all the way through, or at least played a bunch of, and that
Yes.
were games that were just fucking terrible, or I mean maybe they weren't awful, but games that you view as bad, or just like Justin asked, the worst game that you've either played through or mostly played through, or
Right.
played a lot. But yeah, the big ass patches, I know that it seems like a lot of times when it comes to those gigantic like 8, 10, 15 gigabyte patches, that a lot of times it happens right when a game launches.
Yes.
And it's to fix a whole slew of bugs, or in the
Mm-hmm.
case of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater a million, or whatever they're up to,
million?
that
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Geriatric Edition,
In
where
Galaxy.
they're all old, where it's to like implement the rest of the game. But I know that there's plenty of cases where like it would be even still a couple weeks after the game comes out, and it would be for a really good game.
Yeah.
Witcher 3 is a perfect example.
Yes.
It had some gigantic patches, weeks, maybe even a month or two after it came out, and most of it wasn't necessarily to fix bugs, but was to spruce up the engine a little bit, make it look prettier. Because some people were whining about some like, oh, you downscale for PC, blah, 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 and they did fix that later on, and I think that was part of that was through patches. But yeah, it's something that we tend to view in a negative light, but positive games are affected by it too. And, I mean, they're at worst, or at the best case, it's a slight inconvenience. At the worst case, it'll ruin someone's internet connection, because
Yes.
I have friends that live in fairly remote regions in Illinois or Missouri, and are pretty much in a monopoly situation for their ISP, where they can only go to one service for their ISP, and they limit their bandwidth on a monthly basis to only so many gigabytes.
Oh, yep.
So if you want to install a game on Steam, you kind of have
Yeah.
to ration your gigabytes, ration your internet.
That's a good point.
Because if your internet's tank runs low, then you have to wait until you actually could go.
That's
over.
not that is not a real thing, guys. Don't. There's no-
lefty loosey righty tighty. You just
Yeah,
you just loosen the little
The internet.
twisty-turny the internet knob. You loosen the internet knob and get it in your cup and just drink it, or boil it, mash up
Boil
all
it.
them, stick them in a stew.
The internet. This is how it's created.
But yeah, so
Potatoes.
in those cases, if someone is in that situation, they and they're installing a Steam game. I mean, they can at least elect to install a game, and they know what's coming, and they can see how long it'll take. But if it's a patch, well, shit, man, that means I can't play this game until next month when I have enough internet in my internet tank
Oh yes.
to suffice. So,
Beautiful.
it's a perfect example of marginalizing those that don't live in the city, those with limited internet options. I think it's shitty, personally. But it's also the nature of the gaming world we live in. I mean, like we were just kind of talking about earlier with games that, that a game is released unfinished, and that's just how it goes now. And it sucks. It sucks, and there's really no way around it in this day and age. And Justin is giggling like a maniac. There must be some good messages that I need to get caught up on. I love you, but the struggle is real. Worst game was Walking Dead. Oh yes, Survival Instinct. I've heard.
Just
that
watch
one.
out when you get to the green one.
I've heard that one
Just
was rough.
keep going, but
The
don't
green
read the
one.
green one.
Probably Rock Simulator.
I've never heard of Rock Simulator.
Is that
But that sounds like a terrible game.
like rock climbing simulator or just a rock? Ta-da! Because that sounds awful. Only game I ever returned. So, Vampire Rain Altered. Vampire Rain.
This sounds horrible. That
I haven't
sounds
heard
like
of
a
that
horrible
one.
name. Yeah,
Have
I
you
need
heard
to
of
look this up. No,
Okay.
that sounds horrible.
What type of game is Vampire Rain Altered Species? I think both of us are kind of familiar with the Walking Dead game that K-Bear mentioned.
Yeah, so Survival Instinct was absolutely.
I heard it's garbage.
like that was
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah.
Why
I
did
heard
they?
it's garbage.
And they were fucking promoting that real bad during like the whole Walking
Yeah,
Dead series.
they
It was
were,
like every
weren't
other
they?
commercial was
Yeah, that sucks.
Survival Instinct. And Amanda was like, "I want to play this." Like, no, you do not.
Yeah, I heard it's bad.
No, you
I've
do
heard it's
not.
bad. That's the one that does that. I'm not looking for a job, personally, but
He's asking us if we're hiring.
saying looking for. Oh, okay.
He's looking for a job.
I'm sorry, I'm not done my glasses on, so I
Right,
didn't see the second part.
No,
And
I
we're
mean,
not getting paid for this.
we don't get paid.
This
yeah.
is just our own bullshit
right.
that we do on our own. Worst game you ever played?
Stuntman
was
on the PS2.
Stuntman. Oh, I remember Stuntman.
I
Yeah,
don't remember Stuntman.
where you play as the game as anyone to play. You play as a stuntman
Oh!
in the movies.
I actually played the piss ton out of that game. I
Oh, really?
did. And I actually really liked that game.
Really?
Yes. Why was it so... It was bad. I'm going to go
was
ahead
it?
and... Yeah, I'm
Was
going to go
it?
ahead and say it was
that
bad.
sucks.
Yeah, you got to do this. Dude, some of the challenges are fucking so
Yeah.
hard.
I could see that. That's what I've heard about it, is that some of them are just obnoxious. Okay, Toilet Paper Simulator, Grass Simulator. I think you guys are just
Okay.
making shit up at this point,
Okay.
which is okay. I
Grass
embrace it.
Simulator. Watch it.
Watching grass
Watch it grow.
Paint drying simulator.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
I can't even tell you what sort of game a horrible one is. Don't waste time even looking at it.
you're talking about the...
The vampire. Okay.
Yeah, Vampire
Yeah,
Rain.
if it would scar us emotionally to describe the game, then yes.
Yeah, and Survival
Save
Instincts.
us.
I've heard it's terrible.
Yeah. But yeah, those were the only thoughts that I really additional thoughts that I wanted to add for the patch thing.
Yeah.
Because I think it.
Well, you brought up a good point that I never thought of it because I've always, we live in the Midwest and we have pretty decent cable options as
Yeah.
far as
We live in
internet.
We live in a metro area. In
Right,
the
we live
Midwest.
in a metro area. That
Because-
should be said.
Yeah, because the Midwest covers a lot of ground. It covers a lot
It
of empty
does.
space.
It
I
does
hate to
cover
say
a
it.
lot of empty space, yeah. But we have the ability, because we do live in the St. Louis metro area, so we have the ability to choose from a couple different providers.
Mhm.
I choose Charter. I'm pretty sure you choose Charter as well.
Yeah.
They don't cap us.
Then Kappa us.
They don't kappa us. And we're able to kind of get away with that. And I never really thought about it as a person who is getting capped, like 200 gigabyte cap. Good luck fucking downloading anything. Because I see it on Reddit all the time. People are like, well, I'd like to download this game, but please can I get physical copy? Like,
Yeah.
it's going to wreck my fucking ability, my internet this month. Like, if I
Right,
download
Konami?
this game.
With your Metal Gear Solid 5.
That ain't no shit.
Yeah!
And
God.
and Grand Theft Auto 5.
And Grand Theft Auto 5, yeah.
You can only get it through Steam.
Yeah. Oh shit! Grass Simulator is an actual thing. Oh man.
No.
Well, I know what's going on in my Steam
This
wish
is
list.
amazing.
That's awesome. I had no idea. I'd never heard of Grass Simulator.
Whoa, fuck! What was that? I'm trying to think of the game for me. What was the unicorn game I played? It was Kingdom of Crystal. Eric, I gave you that game. I bought it for you. What the fuck is it?
I remember you talking about that. Yeah, what game is that?
Oh no! What game is that?
It's not a Barbie game, is it?
No, it's a unicorn game. You ride unicorns and you train them. It's so horrible. It is so bad. Dave,
Game of the Year edition.
Dave bought it for me. You don't have it? Is it just sitting in your? Oh my god!
I don't have it. Maybe he just you can't
Have a
delete
good one,
games from your
USM.
Steam library. Maybe he's like hiding it. Oh yeah, thanks for stopping by,
Thanks for
bud.
joining.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm talking about now? Yes, that game.
That game.
Did you just?
I do have it. He comes clean.
Yes. Oh,
He probably played that too. What's
I'm
the
fucking
name
sure
of
he
it?
did. Oh
What's
my
the
god.
name of it?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
check
might have to
Steam
look it
now.
up. Oh jeez.
Let me log in.
But you've actually played it.
Yes.
Did you play it enough to say that you beat it or came close?
No.
Ah.
I need to though.
Yeah.
Apparently. D-Man, I see that you're playing Risk of Rain.
Ooh, excellent choice, my man. Excellent choice.
Let's see. Where the fuck is my library?
In my very biased opinion. Secret of the Magic Crystal.
Secret of the Magic Crystal.
There it
Yes,
is,
that's
there
it.
it
Hold on, let me
is.
see how much I've played of it.
13 hours.
Secret.
69 hours.
I've played 0.2 hours.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Amazing.
One game that my buddy John was playing during the Extra Life Marathon. He was next to me playing it, and this was in the twilight hours. This was like 4 a.m. He fires up a game called "You Are Not a Banana," and
This sounds like an amazing game.
true to the title, you are in fact not a banana. You were a person.
That's the game?
I don't know. It got weird, which is shocking given the title, but it got strange. So there's two modes. You can either begin as a banana. If you choose to begin as a banana,
The game over?
you lose.
Oh my
Game over.
fucking god, this might not, I don't think this is a horrible game. I think this is one of the best games ever created.
But
Yeah, you fucking lose! You chose, you are a banana!
you choose. So if you choose the non-banana option, you are a person, and your day just gets progressively fucking weirder. Like you at one point.
You lose the minute you download it.
At some point, you need
I am not
to,
installed. I want to make that game.
At some point, you need to get your the neighbor is playing music that is too loud. I think no, it's there's music that's too loud. I can't remember if it's either in your own house or if it's in your neighbor's house. But in either way, the door is locked. So it's in if it's let's assume it's the neighbor's house, and you go to knock on the door and no one's answering, the door's locked. So you have to bust into their house to turn the music down, and in the way of doing so, you lose your shoes. It's like you have one objective, and it's to do a thing, but to do that objective, it's just unraveled. It just completely unravels. To the point where you need to do this, but on the way to do this, you need to do this, and to do that, you need to it just becomes an unending list of things you need to do in order to accomplish this one simple goal. And it eventually gets to the point where he was given this one particular task. He was chasing a person down on a bicycle,
Okay.
because they stole his shoes.
Sounds
or
like
something.
a simple task.
And he catches him, and I can't remember exactly the deal behind it, but he had to do something, and he didn't do it fast enough. And there was no on-screen prompt, and it was just game over. It was like, what the fuck, man? I just played this game for an hour, and it's just game overs on me like bullshit. So, just talking about, this is obviously...
I want to play this game.
I wouldn't call this a bad game, but it's definitely a fucking weird one. For some reason, some of the games you guys are describing, like Grass Simulator, all these weird games that are almost weird for the sake of being weird, that's what this reminded me of.
Amazing.
Me, personally, I would have to say that the worst game that I've beaten, I use that with quotations, would be Superman 64. I played through probably about 90 to 95% of that game. I came so close, but I reached my limit. I couldn't
deal with that.
For anyone who's played it, I got to the level where the ground is electricity. And it forces you to do really strategic platforming, again, using very heavy finger quotes here, platforming sections without touching the ground, using Superman 64's bullshit flying mode.
Yes.
Never again. Never a goddamn again. So I hit my wall there. I was like, I can only put myself through so much. And I was 12 at the time. So you're at that perfect age where you could put up with bullshit games.
Yeah, you could.
Because you don't know any better. And you don't have any other games to play. But because my brother had Superman 64, he had an honest to God copy of the game. Because he bought it not knowing what what either of us were getting into. But yeah, I played through so much of it and got so fucking close. And just couldn't pull the kryptonite trigger on the kryptonite bullet.
Oh, as you can see, I pulled Eric into my Swords and Souls Flash game.
One of my
He's
games
addicted.
I do love. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. Justin was just lining me on that game. It sounds really damn good. An actual good game, not these bonkers
It is
weird games.
very good.
Yeah.
And there's a game called about not pooping your pants.
Yes, yeah. I think it's called Don't Shit Your Pants.
Oh my.
And and it'll be okay, so you're in front of the you need to take a dump. What do you do? And it's you go to the bathroom. Okay, but the bathroom's locked. Shit. Find a key. Okay, look under the door. Nope. Look on top of the door. Check the doorknob again. Oh, you shit your pants. You lost. Try again.
This is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's
Why
an
are you
actual
coming up
game.
with these logical things? You are not a banana. Okay, I want to bring this guy in a banana costume. Game over.
No,
okay.
you're not a banana. You're not in a banana costume.
Oh, you're right.
You are.
It's a physical banana.
Honest to God banana, and you wiggle around. You can wiggle around the room for a couple of seconds. And the game's nope. Get the fuck out. You're a banana. You should have known when you bought this game what you were getting yourself into.
Please tell me this game's $1. Oh my god.
It's super cheap.
So
Super
amazing.
cheap on
I need to
Steam.
fucking find this
I
game.
kind of wanted to. I kind of want to play that at next year's Extra Life, so I'm sleep deprived and loopy for it.
Yes, you have to be. I feel like you
God.
need to be sleep deprived to play this game. Like, you need to hallucinate on top of it.
Oh god, it's
Probably,
so good.
like, eat some fucking wormwood, like, fucking drink it or something,
God.
like, make you really psycho. Oh my god.
Steal his Dexter. Oh no!
Don't steal
not
Dexter.
Dog. He wouldn't put up much of a fight, honestly. He'd be too like bewildered to do much. Like, just look at him right now. He looks at Justin with,
He does.
with fear in his eyes, as he should, because Justin will fucking murder you, Dexter, if you so much as miss. No,
I'm sure, right.
Justin's so mean. He's so mean to Dexter. He just abuses him.
Oh my god.
Such a hard life.
Someone's
Dexter leads.
watching this.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no!
Poor Dexter dog. No, yeah, he clearly lives a tough life. Poor little guy. Poor little.
He is
stinker.
very vicious. When it gets lighter outside, he will begin barking at everything that moves outside.
He will, because we're safely in here.
Yes.
When we get outside,
He's like, oh, fuck.
surprisingly, yeah, that barrier betwixt him and the outside is away. And he's not quite so bold. But
God, I need to play that game.
yeah, that's it is an experience. I'm trying to think of like any other notoriously bad games that I myself have played a lot of. There have been a couple where I've tried a little bit of it and I've been like, yeah, this is some bullshit, and just turned it off.
I'm seeing if I've played any.
There actually is one other game that comes to mind that was god awful, and I played it as a grown ass adult. I played it like probably 4 years ago. Well, probably 3 years ago. I think I played it in 2012. 3.5. We'll call it 3.5 years ago. It was before I had my PC. It was when I had my shitty ass laptop.
Okay.
Justin, you know the laptop.
Yes,
I'm
I do.
describing the one that
Had a lot of stickers on it.
has a lot of stickers. Still has a lot of stickers.
Oh.
And runs like absolute garbage because it's almost 10 years old now. Because that's what laptops do when they get old. They just turn to shit, literally. But I played this. I got this really shitty game on Steam for cheapsies back when I didn't have anything else that I could do. Because finding games that I could play was the challenge, was the bottleneck. Now it's finding the time, but at the time back then it was finding games that they could run on my PC. And there's this game. There's a first-person shooter called Chaser that came out in like the mid-aughts. It looks like it would belong on the Xbox original or PS2, GameCube era, and the game is just fucking atrocious. The story makes no sense. The story starts off simple enough and starts off kind of interesting, but goes off the rails in the worst ways. Okay, I'm seeing some exclamation points. Sounds like a dipshit dog. Yeah. Oh, you're a dipshit dog. Yeah. Emma is hilarious. I love Emma. She's goofy as
She's
hell.
great.
She is a goofy little dipshit. There's a game where you
I'm guessing
shit?
it's probably maybe shit
Or
or
piss-
piss. It's
piss
probably
on people in the
piss.
shower?
Piss on people in the shower.
There's also Mount Your... Oh, yes.
Mount
Your
Your
Friends
Friends.
is delightful. That game... Don't you dare talk shit about Mount Your Friends.
Is that a fun game?
It's fun in the most homoerotic, hilarious, ridiculous ways possible.
What
It
kind
is-
of game is this?
I'm just gonna say seeing is believing.
Okay,
And
okay.
and the less content, if I were to properly describe it,
Oh,
I
is that
couldn't
the
give
one
it
where you have to
justice.
climb? You have to use the bodies. Me and Eric looked at this game. We
and
wanted
the
to
flapping dongs. Don't forget about the flapping dongs. It's important.
Yes. Oh my god, I wanted to play this
Yes,
game.
I have it.
Oh, I bet
I
it's
have it.
amazing.
I got it on Steam sale a while back.
Jeez.
It's goofy. Shockingly, it's a goofy game. Oh god, yeah, that game is fucking crazy. But yeah, Chaser, it's an awful game. Don't even bother. I mean, I guess look it up. But please don't hurt yourself by buying it. I think it's been, actually, in all fairness, I guess it's been on a Humble Bundle or two. So
Yeah.
I mean, some people might legitimately own it, but the story starts off simple enough, but goes off the rails in just the shittiest of ways. Not like in a fun, twisty way, but just like the game just kind of forgets what it's doing. It has this weird thing where, like, if an enemy shoots you, it'll take out... It's a first-person shooter. When an enemy shoots... And there's a lot of enemies, so it's the
Which
kind
game
of
is
thing...
this?
It's called Chaser.
Okay.
And it's one of those games where there's a lot of enemies, a lot of kind of just regular bullshit AI enemies, and you're kind of like, you know, ideally the meat shield, or just pile of... You can just take the heat and whatnot, kill a whole bunch of baddies and be good. But it behaves... like you're one of the AI, like so you have that much health, a couple shots and you're gone, and enemies have like really good pinpoint accuracy. So it's the kind of thing where if an enemy sees you and you don't kill him within 1 or 2 seconds, you're just gonna die. And there's no reason to have health power ups or a health bar. It's just you're alive or you're dead. For some reason, I played through all of it, and again, I guess just because it was a game that could run on my terrible laptop. But the game was I look back on on the like 4 hours I spent on that game with just the utmost of sadness. It was not worth its weight in nothing. So pretty lousy game. Would not recommend it. Avoid it. It's shitty
Avoid it at all costs.
at all costs.
Okay.
Unless you like want a bad game night. I know some people do that. You know.
Yeah, they do.
There are live streams that specifically say, you know, give your bad game ideas, or people that troll Steam for, you know, shitty games that they can play on stream and have a rootin' tootin' good time. I guess it would work there, but that's about it. This is bad. Apparently, at one point it had multiplayer. Yeah, those servers went offline years ago. Womp womp.
They probably couldn't pay for them.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. I'm sure that developers long.
I'm sure they were like, okay.
Yeah, it's
done with
just
that.
better off. Just better off.
How long have we been going, Alex? I think we're probably nearing about our time.
I think it's 7 sharp, isn't it? It looks like it's
cannot
7
see
sharp.
the time.
Maybe hit the phone real quick.
Oh, wait, I forgot that has a clock.
Who knew? Who
Right.
knew? Right, Dexter Dog? But yeah, it looks like we're at the top of the hour. Yeah, I think that's a good time to... A nice little happy negative note.
Yes, very good note.
Talking
to
about
end
awful
on.
games, yeah.
Thanks for everyone for joining.
Yes, yeah, thanks to Cave Bear for showing up and for joining us again. Thanks for returning. And to there was a person above. I have a Dougie on my lap. Well, I'll need to put him down anyway.
There's also a press F to win and B to not die.
Oh,
Those
that's
are they
good to know.
two separate games?
Or is that like?
Or is
a
that in
single,
one game?
Yeah. But yeah, we had a couple peeps join us. There was US October joined us, and Harlequin. Yes, thanks for joining us.
Thanks
as well.
everyone.
And yeah, while we wait for K-Bear to respond,
Yeah.
we'll leave you with the tender stylings of Metroid Metal, which is an instrumental metal group that, as the name would imply, only covers Metroid music, and it's so good. I love it. We were talking
It is
about
very
earlier.
good. It is so good.
Of course, most Metroid music, as you know, we were kind of discussing, it tends to be more atmospheric. Okay, they're two separate
different
games.
games.
Okay, good to know. But the music in the Metroid games obviously is more atmospheric and more brooding, more trying to set the mood and establishing an ambiance as opposed to like a theme you can whistle. There are melodic themes in the Metroid games, but a lot of the level music is more catered towards like trying to set the mood, not necessarily something you can work out to or anything. But Metroid Metal does it like that. I love their variations on certain themes. Like they'll a lot of it. I can see that you can kind of see like the metalness of a lot of the Metroid music, so that part's easy for them, I think. But then they expand on it and do medleys. They do lots of cool stuff, so it's not just a cover band, which is cool. And that's my text. That's my text message.
That's amazing.
At 7:00, 7:02. That's my 7:02 text message to say I've been talking too long.
Oh.
Any parting thoughts?
No, that's it.
All right.
Just it was an awesome stream, and
Yeah.
thanks for keeping the chat as lively as it was. That was great,
Yeah.
and awesome topics. So,
I agree.
We'll be back next week, next Tuesday, same time,
Same bet time, same bet channel,
same bet channel, and we'll be at my place. So it won't be the same place.
and there will be no Dexter, but there will be Alex the Cup of Water.
There will be Alex the Cup of Water.
Get hype.
Guaranteed.
Get hype. Thanks, folks.
Thanks, guys.
Here's some Metroid Metal. Bam!
Oh, there we go.
And bam!